Hello class, it is Sunday, May 27th, 7 p.m. and today I'll be sharing my theory knowledge first year exam project. Okay, to start off, I would like to share my nature of knowledge essay from the unit, from our first unit, the nature of knowledge. Um, okay, it reads, what do you consider to be knowledge? Personally, for me, I think that everything is a form of knowledge, meaning knowledge can be obtained from anything. Knowledge comes in many forms, and it is up to us as human beings how we learn what we learn and how we know what we know. How do we determine the reliability of information and sources found on the web? What effects does the web have on authority or expert-based knowledge? To determine if a site is reliable or not is up to the person themselves. Some can argue that there are many ways of knowing, but others can argue that everything is neither wrong or right. It is opinion based, but gut feelings and you get inside help you to determine if the information being presented is correct or incorrect. The quote "Man is made by his belief, as he believes, so is he" holds true. No one can make you believe anything. It is up to you on what you want to believe and what you do not want to believe. Speaking generally, some can say that the reliability of information and sources found on the web are based on the verity of how many times information being presented has been tested or reviewed. The web had a great effect on authority or expert-based knowledge because on the web nowadays is information most where most information can be obtained. Therefore, in a sense, the web is the root of all knowledge. I think that authority or expert-based knowledge comes from the web, and if the web changes, so will the knowledge of the experts. Um, who owns knowledge, and who can ownership he? Who owns knowledge, and who can ownership be protected in the digital age? In my opinion, I believe that no one owns knowledge. Human beings are visitors to this world, meaning we did not come here first. Nature, examples, trees, animals, etc., and the things that surround us, not pertaining to technology, have and will continue to be in existence, and we humans are just living at its mercy. No one can say they own knowledge because there will always be someone that had the same thought or idea before them. I believe that nature is where and how the idea of knowing, came into play. Um, we learn from past experiences, things, or people that have done or experienced something before us. Well, nature has been here before humans, and that's why I believe nature is the start of all knowledge. Speaking in a general term, you can argue that the knowledge you have is yours, and you are the owner of it all. The knowledge you have can never be protected. There are always going to be people who will try to change what you know or even the way you think. Therefore, knowledge can never be protected, especially in the world that we live in today. Speaking in legal terms, someone can patent something and claim the object to be theirs, whether it is a logo or some form of information, it is still knowledge. But the real question is, where did the person obtain that knowledge from? Really, this question can be answered in multiple ways, but I believe that the root of all knowledge started with nature. How should schools or education change to adapt to new technology? Personally, I feel that most schools have done a good job with transitioning into the 21st century. However, there are many other ways schools can change to adapt to new technology. All schools should have a technology class, not like our technology class here at Leisure Den, but a class that students learn how to do, learn how about the different learns about the different advancements in technology. It is very important to get students involved in something that they find interesting. Personally, I love technology and would love to learn about it. Having the having this kind of class as our course would definitely strengthen someone's understanding of technology and better prepare them for the future. Another way schools can adapt to new technology. Um, let's see. Sorry, I lost my place. So yeah, like having this kind of class as a course would definitely strengthen someone's understanding of technology and better prepare them for the future. Another way schools can adapt to new technology is by having teachers present the students more information by videos. The videos can be anything as long as they keep the audience's attention and provide a way for the viewers to learn and therefore obtain knowledge. Children nowadays watch videos all the time for a source of information. Most people are visual learners, meaning they learn from examples that can be seen, and watching videos is a great way to do that. Technology opens your mind to a whole new realm of ideas and gives you a way of obtaining an education. Technology will continue to grow and become more and more advanced. In a 2009 analysis, it was said that about 4 billion people owned a mobile phone, and in the year of 2002, only about 3 billion people owned a cell phone. In just a course of 7 years, there was an increase of 1 billion mobile phones. Also, in the 2009, 23% of the world's population were internet users, and 7 years earlier, in the year 2002, only 11% of the world's population used the internet. If technology is growing this fast, what can you predict 10, 20, or even 30 years from now? Technology will begin to overwhelm people if it is not already. Therefore, that is why it is important to adapt to the level of technology of which you are comfortable at. We cannot let it alter our ways of knowing or let it be the source of our wisdom. This world that we live in is traveling at a very fast pace, and it is important that we keep up. But it is also very important that we live in the world but not of the world. In other ways, do not let technology overwhelm or overtake you. Let technology be a guide for you and a way to obtain knowledge, the information that you know to be true. Next, I would like to share my sense questions from my Breaking Down the Senses assignment. And of course, this is from the unit Sense Perception as a Way of Knowing. Okay, for my first sense, I chose sight, and the question is, do I think this is our most reliable sense? And yes, I do, because without sight, well, I know if I didn't have my sight, I would be pretty much hopeless, and I wouldn't know what to do or where to go. But of course, I know there's blind people who can find their way around all the time, but still, I believe that sight is our most reliable sense. For touch, are there any spots on your body where this sense is not needed? If so, where? I said no, because sense is important no matter where in your body, because, for example, is to say if you were getting burned and it was a spot where you couldn't feel it, what's the point? Because you're just gonna get burned and not even know what's going on. So of course you need to have your sense of touch. And for taste, do you think this is the least important sense? Sadly, yes, but at the same time, taste is really important, especially if you like to eat a lot and try different foods. So it is important, but it is probably one of our least important senses. For smell, can you recognize bad or good smells faster? For me, I probably have, I probably would smell bad faster, because most of the smells that we're used to are probably mostly good smells, and so we're more used to good smells. But then that's why I would probably smell a bad scent faster than I would a good scent. And for here, do I mishear words? If so, which ones? Can't really think of anything for this one, but yes, I do mishear words a lot, or if I'm reading, I do miss see words a lot. So yes, I do mishear words. And this brings me to one of my linking questions, which is, how trustworthy are our senses? Um, for the most part, our senses are really reliable, but sometimes our mind can control what we see. For example, if we're in a scary room, or um, it's like say a haunted house or something, our mind will probably play tricks on us, and our eyes will play tricks on us. But for the most part, our senses are reliable. Um, okay, for my next part, I would like to share a video from our unit, Language as a Way of Knowing. And the video is called Why I Hate Religion But Love Jesus. And let me just find this really quick. Sorry. Where is it? Okay. Where is it? Okay, here it is. And to sum up this video, I'll put it in the blog. I'll repost it afterwards. But to sum it up, this video is a poem about the difference between Jesus and false religion. You can relate it to this linking question because you can relate it to the linking question. Does religion experience lie beyond language or expression? Language expression. And I said, yes, there are two different things. They are two different things. Religious experience is man-made. Language expression are the words or phrases you use to describe your feelings. It is inner person versus outer person, because it is your emotions versus your word choice, and your emotions cannot be fully translated into words. No matter what religion background you are, you believe in something. Therefore, you must have faith that thing is true. Faith is defined as something that is hoped for but not seen, making it an emotion. You gain faith through religious experience, and you use your emotion to express yourself through your language. Okay, and next I would like to share my Emotions as a Way of Knowing project. So for that, the two words I used for my emotions video were devoted and empty. And the reason I chose those two emotions were they can be easily contrasted against each other, and they're pretty much exact opposites. Okay, so for devoted, devoted is defined as committing one's energies or thoughts, love, loyalty, or enthusiasm for a person, activity, or cause, religious worship or observance. And for empty, it says it's defined as containing nothing, not filled or occupied, emotionless, or even heartbroken. So as we can see from those definitions, they're exact opposites. And yes, these words can be applied to most of our lives, like different circumstances, as if when we feel like you can be devoted. For me, I'm devoted playing basketball because it's something I really like to do. And for other people, they can be devoted in like art class or just doing whatever you like to do best. And for empty, I was trying to mostly accumulate it with like saying, maybe if you were, it can be different things, like empty physically, like you have no food in you, you're starving, or empty emotionally, like you have nothing to care for, you're just overwhelmed like a bunch of things, something like that. And yes. And one more linking question I would like to share is language unique to humans? This brings me to my DP course, Spanish. Yes, Spanish is unique. In Spanish class, we learn about the different Spanish-speaking countries and their cultures. It is interesting to see how we differ. It is also interesting to see how a lot of languages like English and Spanish relate to each other. Being an English speaker, Spanish is one of the easiest languages to learn. But at the same time, all languages are unique and different in their own way. In closing, well, TOK this year was really fun, and I learned a lot. And I'm looking forward to next year. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.